What you're looking at is Plato's Vineyard for today, and I'm going to go over just briefly what the instructions are. So you have the warm-up for number 14, which is right here at the top of the page underneath where the exit ticket was from last class period. And I've already graded the exit ticket and added that to GradeSpeed. So as soon as GradeSpeed rolls over, you'll be able to see what your grades are so far for the 6 weeks. This warm-up number 14 is simply a response where you say, answer the question based on the notes that you have for Chapter 10, Section 1. Even if you haven't completed it, you have the text. So what legal rights did lords have over serfs? You're going to click Edit My Submission and then write your response right here in the submission box. And then when you're finished, click Save Changes. Answering the question should take you probably 5 to 7 minutes. It shouldn't take you really much longer than that in order to complete the warm-up. Then you have the Fall of Rome Causes and Consequences, your notes over the crash course video from last class period, and you need to make sure that you turn in your A, B, or C into Plato's Vineyard right there, and make sure you choose a file and then upload the file. And then when you took the notes over the crash course video, there was a practice quiz, and I asked you to take that so you'd be familiar with the questions. So the Fall of Rome quiz number 1 right here are those questions, and your directions are to take the quiz until you get 100. Then below that, we have the notes for 10.1 that you've been working on. You need to complete those notes today. And then at the end of the notes, once you've finished taking notes over the entire section in the Google Doc that I shared with you, then you'll see that it's got some questions here for you. It says, based on the reading, write a rough draft. You're just going to copy this. Sorry. You're just going to copy this and paste it at the end of your notes. Okay. Then, based on the reading, write a rough draft paragraph describing what life was like on a typical day for a serf. So right here at the end, click your mouse and then hit enter, and I want you to write your rough draft paragraph. Then for number 2, where did towns tend to be located and why did they appear here? So right here, if you'll hit return and then write a couple sentences explaining where towns showed up and why would they be there? Why aren't they somewhere else? And then number 3, what role did guilds play in the economic life of cities? So you have these 3 questions which you will paste at the end of your notes once you finish the notes. You should have enough time in class today to complete both the warm-up, number 14, finish the notes and the A, B, or C option from last class period, take the quiz for Fall of Rome number 1 until you get 100, and then finish up your 10.1 notes and answer the 3 questions for closing. While you're doing that, I will also be calling you up to my desk to ask you some questions over the work that you've done. So please use your time well. Let's try to keep talking to a minimum and do your very best.